themselves the Sons of Themyscira.
News position, less than 30 seconds into the first episode.
Cersei claims to be the rightful heir to the throne of the perhaps mythical, perhaps real, all-female island nation of Themyscira.
The news saying we don't even know if this place exists. Anyway, here's photo evidence.
Why'd only girls get such cool waterfalls?
The most uninformed description of menstruation that I've ever heard.
And if she's overthrown by some nut job in a witch's hat, all bets are off.
Cersei isn't wearing a witch's hat. It's more of a tiara.
Technically, Congress said Argus can't use incarcerated human beings as mission operatives any longer. But what about beings that aren't human?
Amanda Waller assembles an expendable team of misfits to do a dangerous mission cliché.
She's not human?
Is a corpse human?
If it's a human corpse, yes.
Consider it a free vasectomy.
And consider the idiom, you get what you pay for. The sin is, as always, shoddy craftsmanship.
That dishwasher killed over 300 Nazis in World War II.
They don't build appliances like they used to. Jenga! Also, the incarcerated murder bot retains the right to bear arms. Get it? Because its arms turn into arms? Do you get it?
What use is she walking around in a fishbowl?
Get her in water, it's a different story.
Sure, rivers and lakes exist, but the Khalistan is landlocked. How are Nina's talents not of more use to you on any coast somewhere? Also, even if they are going somewhere with water, how does Katie Ledecky make your kill squad more effective?
M for monster, also known as...
Adding an animated version of yourself to the title sequence of the television show you created shows a severe lack of gun control.
There's an osprey waiting to take you directly to the castle to protect Princess Roshavik from Cersei and her forces.
This pronunciation of Cersei is almost as obnoxious as the name pronunciations in Rings of Power. Flag isn't pissed. He's landing at an airport when Waller said the osprey would take them directly to the castle. The windows on the vehicle are now conveniently less blacked out than was previously advertised.
Looks like the gene pool was above ground and inflatable, if you know what I mean.
You could have just said inflatable and we would have been able to intuit the above ground part. I was fine with you burning runtime on the trip from the airport only because you gave it a fun soundtrack. This slow motion hair flip is just gratuitous padding.
We pull pranks like Jamie Kennedy experiment.
Reminding me of the time we tried sitting the Jamie Kennedy experiment. We got cocky. Mistakes were made. Lost a lot of good writers that day.
We don't stand on ceremony here.
But you could sit on ceremony or lay on ceremony. There are lots of other things you can do on ceremony.
Just seeing it is enough to give me the Collywobbles.
Roll commercials.
I do not enjoy landscapes devoid of dead Nazis, Miss Nina.
Really? They're in Europe. Why would you program a robot to only enjoy it when the corpses are above ground in the landscape?
My country is a charming one, but it is backwards. Always rejecting progress as corrupt.
How does a backward country get amethyst knights with their high-tech armor and a woman ruler? Holy shit. This show has skipped over Bruce Almighty Moons and gone straight to Melancholia.
How'd you get down here?
I walked down the stairs.
Bride just leapt down a half a dozen stories in seconds, so how do you catch up to her so quickly without swimming down the pipes plumber style?
I'm not your prisoner, so open the freaking door.
With the athletic prowess you displayed a few seconds ago, a gate should not be stopping you from jumping over it.
Look, no one is forcing you to come.
Title of my consent tape? We see Rick sleeping with his phone in hand when Dr. Glowstick shows up looking for the other controller. The whole situation could have been avoided if he installed the torture app on his own device. Is that Rick's flag, or is he just happy to see Dr. Phosphorus?
Hey.
Not immediately destroying the device you came in here to destroy. In fact, why were you looking for the shot controller with gloved hands in the first place? You could have just set that entire armoire on fire and be done with it. Dr. Phosphorus will be defeated here with an oven mitt. Good to know how weak this power is, so he doesn't burn through a tank later in the show and completely contradict it.
We're supposed to be on the same damn team.
Saying this is the only one here not being threatened with death as the alternative to being on said team. The wallpaper on this phone is the worst animation in the episode.
My bride. After all these years, I found you.
Stretching the meaning of found to include hanging out on your yacht until the old woman who lives across the street from you calls to notify you about a break-in.
I could feel my sperm dying inside of me one at a time.
The Prime Minister of Sweden visited Washington today, and my tiny little nipples went to France.
Are we in goddamn Pokolistan?
Is that a real place?
In the highest room of the tallest tower, for her true love and true love's first kiss.
I have question for you, skeleton.
Oh, you'd pierce your pee-pee?
G.I. Robot would like to kill Nazis with you. Would you like to kill Nazis with G.I. Robot?
I had a choice. I could run, or I could stand and ask him the question that if I didn't ask, would haunt me the rest of my life.
If I killed Nazis with anyone, it would certainly be you, G.I. Robot.
Yeah, I was talking about like a pretty necklace or a nice hat, you know, something make the other girls go, ooh, that's nice.
What is it you wanted to show me, Ilana?
I can open a beer with my smoke hole.
Why did you set me on fire, SpongeBob? Why didn't you just write your essay?